Hello, my friend, and welcome back. I am going to be doing a story to catch you guys up on David, the whole David and Celeste stuff that's going around on the media like crazy this week. And that's what we are going to be discussing. I'm going to catch you up on that. If you don't know me, my name is Fekete-Mustafa. I usually do like spooky stories with makeup, or I do true crime and makeup, just anything along the spectrum of spooky, Halloween, I don't know, just spooky all around. Just like to talk about all the darker side of things that are interesting. So I wanted to come on and chat with you guys about this. So I am going to be doing my makeup because I have some errands to run today, but I wanted to talk to you about this while I did that. So here we go. So let's start at the beginning. Let's get straight into it. So a teenage girl who had been reported missing for a year has been found dead, sadly and tragically. And not only that, nope. So she was found dead in a celebrity's car. And the celebrity's car she was found in was David. Saturday, September 6th, a call came in to the towing company about a vehicle that was abandoned on the street. And this street was located in a breathtaking neighborhood in the Hollywood Hills. So Hollywood Tow came to tow away this black Tesla sedan. So there were like some reported like funky business going on with this car. We'll get into that in a minute. So anyway, they towed the black sedan, the Tesla, and it sat on top of the rooftop of the towing company's like lot. Because, you know, they're busy and they have like a ton of cars, and it was just like waiting to get looked at. And then after it sat there for a couple days, the workers started to smell something that was not so good. They were saying it was a truly horrible smell, and they knew that it wasn't like trash or anything like that. It just had its own distinct smell, and one of them was like, yeah, it just smelled like death. So alarmed by just the smell, because it was not even just the smell, it was a smell, they alarmed the police, and the police arrived there like just before noon, and that was on a Monday. What they discovered in the Tesla's front trunk was the most horrific find that the smell had indicated: death. And this is so heartbreaking, you guys. Like, this is such a sad case. My sister called me yesterday to talk about this, and I haven't heard about it, and I just went down a rabbit hole, and we discussed this, and it's just the saddest thing ever. Okay, so brace yourself, and discretion is advised for the rest of the story, because, we're going to kind of talk about the body and all of that stuff. Inside was a heavily decomposed body, sadly. And it was stuffed into a bag and stuffed into the front trunk of this Tesla sedan. The medical examiner would later come to describe this to be a petite figure. Sorry, this is, I'm stuttering. It's hard to talk about. Around 5'2" tall, and weighing roughly around 71 pounds. Only 71 pounds. A female with dark, wavy hair. The remains were clothed in a tube top and black leggings, and a single yellow stud earring, and a chain bracelet that was still intact. One finger had a tattoo. A small but distinctive mark hinted at a story that was only just beginning to unfold. And using the dental techniques, police were finally able to put a name to the remains. And so on Wednesday, September 10th, the victim identified in the Tesla was 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Celeste has been reported missing months earlier. Last seen by her family on May 5th, 2024. And so here's a question that we should never, ever have to ask. How did a child end up in this horrific situation? Why did a child have to die? There is absolutely nothing worse in this world, and I could not imagine this happening to my children or grandchildren. Like, I feel so much for this family, and I hope that just everything that can, come out of this that's good does, like, that they get the justice that they need, and that, there's just nothing that can heal. Time heals, as you go, but you're never truly healed from something like this. Whoever took Celeste's life did not only take Celeste's life, they took this entire family's lives. Celeste was born on September 7th in 2010, and her body was found September 6th in 2024, which means that she was one day shy of turning 15 from the day that she was found. Friends and family describe Celeste as bubbly and very friendly and unusually mature for her age. She worked hard in school, earning really good grades, but things started to change in 2024. Celeste started skipping classes and her attention started shifting to her boyfriend, David. At 13 years old, she was diving into a relationship that her mom just described as trouble. Around this time, Celeste started running away from home. And usually she would be gone for a day or two before she would return. But in May of 2024, when she left home again, she did not return this time. And she never came back. The family, they hung up flyers around everywhere, and the police even looked for her. But through the whole summer and into the fall time, Celeste remained missing. Her story being stuck until that horrific discovery at the Hollywood towing company. And now Celeste's family's nightmares, they became a true reality. So heartbreaking. Celeste would never be coming home again. So then now we're all asking ourselves, how did she end up in this Tesla and who is responsible? The first step to investigators was, of course, to find out who the Tesla belonged to. So here we go. The car belonged to 20-year-old David Anthony Burke. Yes, and this is the same name that Celeste's mother had given the police before she disappeared that last time. She had told them that she went out to a movie with David. And she told them that they had been dating. The David that was linked to this Tesla was not a teenage boyfriend. He was actually a 20-year-old rising star in the music industry. Better known to his millions of fans as David, spelled D4VD. Even my daughter knows who he is. So it's pretty crazy when you start thinking about your own kids in these situations and you're thinking about this poor girl. Yeah, well, let's carry on. So David built his career almost overnight. He was born in Queens in 2005, and he grew up in Houston, Texas. The Tesla also had the Texas plates on them, and that's also a reason why a lot of the neighbors in that neighborhood had called the towing company, because it was just sitting just on a road, not in a driveway. Normally this car was in the driveway of David's home. So David grew up surrounded by gospel music, but then he found new sounds online. What started to be a walk around to avoid copyright, he started recording his own songs that just escalated, and his passions just grew writing his own music, and it took him to stardom. By 2022, his singles, Romantic Homicide and Here With Me, exploded on TikTok. And that just earned him record deals, so yeah. And from there, his career just started to really take off. And from his music, he gained millions of fans, but now he's gaining a lot of popularity for owning this Tesla. David's Tesla was in the center of a homicide investigation. And not any homicide investigation, of a child, a teenage girl. And at the time Celeste's body was discovered, David was out on tour promoting his brand and his new album. He seemed completely unaware that his car had even been towed. He did cooperate with the investigators, and he even canceled a show so that he could make room for questioning. To piece together how Celeste even ended up in David's car, the police started to really work on this. They canvassed the neighborhood where the Tesla had been abandoned. It was abandoned 1 block away from David's millions of dollar home he was renting. Neighbors say that they've always seen the Tesla parked in David's driveway, but weeks leading on to the discovery, the Tesla was found in all sorts of different places around the neighborhood, which was odd, and which is why basically they called the towing company. And eventually it just sat on the street near Bluebird Avenue, and that's where it was towed from. And that's when one neighbor, she was out walking her dog, noticed this really foul odor around the car area. But she was saying that she didn't know if it was like, there was like a lot of rats around that area because there's a lot of like shrubs and stuff. So she was thinking maybe like an animal had deceased around that area and that's what the smell was. But she did kind of notice that the dog was like sniffing around the car and she couldn't get him to stop. And there was another odd thing that everybody became suspicious of, is that how did David not know his car was towed? I mean, this is the Tesla that's equipped with advanced technology. It alerts the owner when the car is being, moved, towed, and all of that stuff. And why was his car not parked in the driveway like usual? But maybe David was focused on his performances. Maybe the car was the last thing on his mind. Was the car stolen? Did David give access to a friend or something? So he wasn't suspicious of the activity being stolen, he would be. But if he gave access to somebody else, he wouldn't be. Or if he was the one who moved it, then, I don't know. Did David know more than he was letting on? That's the question here. And since this information had surfaced, the social medias and all of that stuff have been going super wild. And so many people believe that David is tied to this young girl's death. The tattoo, for instance, it had the words shh, the letters SHHH. And I guess David had the same exact tattoo on the same exact finger. Though they say that there's a lot of artists who have the same tattoo, but it's just crazy that they both have the same tattoo. But not only that alone is whatever, but everything linked together, just listen, okay? So the lyrics to David's music, that is a whole nother matter. December of 2023, only months before Celeste disappeared, there was an unreleased track that leaked online. Celeste demo unfinished. And in the lyrics, he sang about a girl named Celeste, describing her voice, her scent, and even how obsessed he was with her. The lyrics read, let me read this to you. Oh, Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest, smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed. Oh, Celeste, afraid you'll only love me when undressed, but you look so damn gorgeous in that dress. Missing you so much makes me depressed. Is this another random coincidence? I mean, you tell me. I mean, this little girl was found dead in David's car and left on the side of the road like it was nothing. She was somebody. She was somebody's daughter, somebody's friend, somebody's just she was everything. And everything feels like more than a coincidence. I'm sorry, but it does. And boy oh boy, the coincidences do not stop there. So since this case broke out, people online were digging and digging relentlessly. David was seen and caught in a photo, only a 6-minute walk from Celeste's house. Like, he can't say anything. Him and Celeste knew each other. He can't even fight that. And they knew each other very well. So screenshots have surfaced that allegedly showed Discord exchange between them. And in it, Celeste is telling David that her parents won't let her go to his show. And then he just replies that he was going to fix it. So, yeah, that just is more proof that they knew each other. So lots and lots and lots of images were surfacing of David with a girl with the long wavy hair that looked just like Celeste, like all over like the internet, all kinds of photos, like, yeah. And also some live streams. Maybe each individual piece of evidence would be easy to dismiss, but not when they're all together. That just doesn't look too good. So, yeah. Pretty impossible to ignore. And without any of that other stuff, like Celeste's family had already stated that Celeste and David were a couple. In fact, Celeste had told her mom that she was going to go out to see a movie with David the night that she disappeared. She never came back home after that. Not only did she not come home, but she was never reported to be seen again. And then there is Matthew, Celeste's brother, who said that David always would come pick Celeste up in his Tesla. And her friends, they said that they can prove that they were together. And there were reports going back to where they were dating in 2022. And Celeste was only 11 or 12 years old at that time. Another weird thing is that Romantic Homicide was released on Celeste's birthday, September 7th. And here are the lyrics to that one. In the back of my mind, I killed you, and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. Do I love you? No, I hate you. Take that in. Coincidence? I mean, you tell me what you think. Drop what you think in the comments and let's discuss this. I mean, this is an ongoing investigation. So I don't know what's going to happen, but it just seems so yeah. I don't know. It's all pointing this way. You never know what might happen. But yeah, it doesn't look too good. It doesn't look too good for David. And of now, David did cancel his tour, but he has not made a public statement yet. And like I said, my condolences go out to the family, and I just what they're going through, I can't even. Like, if I put myself there, I'm just gonna bawl like a baby. So, yeah, I'm hoping that the best that could come out of this does for them, and I just hope that they do get the justice, and I hope they figure this out really quick, and I hope the police just don't stop and they just take all the forensics and all those things and just figure out what happened to poor Celeste, because she deserves that. I'm going to keep my eye on this case because I also really want to know what's going on. Also, I forgot to tell you that all of the products I use are listed in the description, just so it's easy access for you guys to get if you want them. So for more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps my channel out. And please give me a like and even drop a comment. Even if you don't want to talk about this, just say hi. And I hope to see you guys again soon. I post every single week, so multiple times a week mostly now. Yeah, so check out some of my other videos and my other topics, and I hope to see you again very soon. All right, you guys, I hope you have a lovely day. I'm off to go run all my errands, and yeah, see ya. Bye.